Hi, this is Sarah White coming to you live from Talent Live in Austin, Texas, right before we kick off South by Southwest weekend. And I'm here today with Lars Schmidt. Lars is the Director of Talent Acquisition at NPR. Something that most people don't think about when they think of NPR is actually all the technical hiring they do. What type of people do you hire technically? So what would bring you to South by Southwest?
So I think our hiring is really a mix across both technology, web, digital. If you look at our organization, we're a 40-year-old institution that was really primarily built around radio up until the last 5 or so years when our business has really evolved with the emergence of digital. So traditionally we had IT operations primarily in support of our radio broadcast. And I think if you look at where we are today, we're heavily focused on digital. Our focus as a media organization is to be where our fans are and where our consumers are and provide to them content where they are. So for some of them that remains radio, for many of them that remains radio, but for some of them it's digital, it's mobile, it's social media. And so our workforce has really evolved to expand quite a bit on the digital side, and that's primarily where our technical hiring comes from.
One of the things that I found so interesting is when I first landed at the airport, I checked in on Foursquare, of course. And when you check in on Foursquare at the airport, up pops some notifications from NPR.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk a little bit about that strategy and that plan for what you're doing? Is that just in Austin, or are you doing that worldwide?
Actually, this is we started a new pilot about a week ago.
Okay.
So a few weeks ago, I was in the Columbia Journalism Career Conference, and we had a mixer at Foursquare's headquarters, and I was talking to their head of PR, and as well as internally, we've been talking about how we can leverage Foursquare. And I think for us, we saw the potential for it to be a great discovery tool for NPR fans who might be traveling, they're away from their home city, they want to listen to NPR, they don't know where to find it. So we just started piloting a new program where we're leaving tips at all the major airports with the local member station call signs. So we can say, welcome to Austin, your local member station is KUT, and enjoy your trip.
Right.
So it's a great way for us to help fans connect with their local member stations when they're on the road.
And one of the other big pieces of that really ties in back to what you're doing is less about them connecting with that local station, but it's more about continuing that employment brand.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the changes in employment branding you guys have done over the last couple years.
Yeah, I mean, I think in particular in the last year, we've really looked to see how we can connect with fans and how we can help them see inside the organization. I think over 40 years we've built a strong consumer brand and people really understand NPR and our programming and our journalism. What they don't always know is what's it like to work there.
Right.
Well, how do these stories come together? And so my main focus in addition to recruiting is helping develop the employment brand, and we've been doing that with initiatives. Social media plays a big role in that. So the NPR Jobs account on Twitter, the new NPR Life campaign that we created, which was really a tool to empower our employees to share their stories.
Yeah.
And so people have really responded to that, and we have a Facebook page now at This Is NPR. We're doing more things on YouTube, so I think there's a lot of opportunity for us to really help people that are fans of NPR connect with us on a deeper level beyond just the programming.
And one of the interesting things you just talked about is the fact that you don't just put it all on your recruiting team. So one of the things they're doing is really pushing it back to their actual employees and putting some of the employment branding and what traditionally was looked at as recruiting back on them to help bring in, attract more talent that they might have in their networks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think the idea is we are a nonprofit.
Right.
We will always have a lean recruiting engine, and so one of the first things I've been there for a little over a year now that I realized is we've got to find new ways to engage our employees and activate them and energize them to participate. And so the NPR Life campaign is a great example. That started as me using that hashtag at different events, and then I realized, hey, I'm an HR guy, and I can't be everywhere at once. And really, people want to hear from Ari Shapiro about how a story came together. They want to hear from Audie Cornish about when she is covering a piece, kind of what went into that. And so really we expanded NPR Life to be a cross-platform initiative now where you'll find it on Instagram, you'll find it on Twitter, and it's a way for us to really showcase our employees and the great stuff they're doing. So
on a very personal level. So it's not all corporate, it really is about who they are. So thank you so much. It was such a pleasure talking to you, and it's always wonderful to see you.
Yes, thank you.